to lower your risk and increase your rate of return. And lastly, build that pipeline of high return on investment type deals, because the higher your ROI, the more cash flow you got to play with, and the more cash you've got to fund not only your vision, but your impact on this world.
You're listening to Flip Empire, the show committed to helping real estate entrepreneurs who want to build their empire without sacrificing their life. Your success and freedom starts now with your host, Alex Pardo.
How do people know, people that might not be a client of yours or work with you or be a part of your community, how do they know when they need to start to transition and pivot towards the wealth business versus continuing to build up the active income?
Sure. Let me answer that second question first, because that's going to be easier. It's usually somewhere about halfway to your journey. There's a formula I use that I walk people through, but when you're about halfway to either the wealth or a timeline where you've got to where you want to be work optional and you've already had some success and you've got money to focus on, to invest, that's when you start to make that transition. Mm-hmm. So in the beginning, it's all about stockpiling that money in a savings account for investment. And then you start investing that money. And then as you have success in the beginning, it's okay to make some mistakes, but you want to, over time, to say, hey, I know reliably I can get at least a 15% return on my money, or whatever that looks like. And that way, whenever you sell or exit your active business, maybe you get a large pool of funds to go transition to your wealth business. And now you've already got a good, reliable system in place that you're comfortable and confident that you can invest wisely and it will continue to grow. And that's often just the extra fuel for your car to just take off into work optional, is after you've already built a system that works well for you to invest, then selling your business just helps fuel that much more. Sure. Does that answer your second question?
It does. That makes a lot of sense. Yes.
So the first question, the process I walk people through is, one, getting clear on your vision. What is it that you want? Where is it that you want to go? Next, there's a competitive advantage. What are you good at? What are your skills at? What's your network, your time, your resources, your knowledge? How do you put that all together in such a way to maximize the way that you can grow wealth? And then based on your vision and your competitive advantage, then you select an investment strategy that makes sense for you. Mm-hmm. And then once you've got that investment strategy, we're looking at applying leverage. So not just financial leverage, but knowledge leverage, network leverage, systems leverage, technology leverage, additional people, could be employees, contractors, VAs, to make you go faster. And then we're looking at exiting your business. So how do you exit your business and sell it for as high of a multiple as possible? What's the process to make your business as valuable as possible and make it sellable? Or if you like your business, how do you make it more passive in that you just accept a board level role of your business and you're more checking in on it? I got some guys I work with who are able to manage a really large business, making millions of dollars a year in 10, 20 hours of their time, and they like it. So it doesn't make sense for them to exit. It still grows. It's huge for them. And then lastly, how do you put that together and manage a portfolio of alternative investments to provide the fuel for your vision? How do you control risk to lower your risk and increase your rate of return? And lastly, build that pipeline of high return on investment type deals, because the higher your ROI, the more cash flow you got to play with, and the more cash you've got to fund not only your vision, but your impact on this world.
My friend, if you're struggling finding, vetting, training, and managing virtual team members for your real estate business, I have the solution for you. Call Magicians is the premier virtual assistant company in the real estate industry. And basically what they'll do is allow you to focus on closing more deals and doing the things you love while they handle the work for you. Head over to callmagicians.com and see if you're a good fit to work together. And make sure you use the promo code FLIPEMPIRE for a 20% discount off your startup fee. And by the way, the owner's a friend of mine and shares tons of value, gives a lot of useful tips on episode 540. So check it out at flipempire.com/540. Hope you enjoyed that episode. But before you go, I've had a lot of people recently reach out to me wanting to learn more about Ascend, wanting to understand how the mastermind component works, how the coaching relationship works. And so right now we're actually on a waiting list. But what I would encourage you to do is, if you think you're the right fit and you think you could benefit from being a part of our community, head over to ascendyoursuccess.com, watch the short video, and then just click the apply to join button below. And then we'll be in contact with you if and when a spot opens up. So really appreciate you listening to Flip Empire here, and I look forward to connecting with you on the next show. Take care.